Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to create another Halloween look. This one today is a dead, decaying mummy. If you want to see how to get this look, stay tuned. So the first thing I'm going to use is some liquid latex. We're going to apply that all over our face. We're going to pretty much apply a generous amount, as you kind of see I'm doing here, and liquid latex always makes me tear up, guys. I have no idea what it is about it, but it always gets the waterworks coming. After you've applied a pretty generous amount, we're going to let that dry. You don't have to apply it everywhere on your face, but kind of apply it all over the T-zone, the cheeks. Once the latex is dry, I'm going to take a little bit of Spirit Gum and apply that in the two places where I'm going to be placing some Scar Wax. Now taking my Mehron Scar Wax, I'm going to mold it in kind of a flat shape that has a little bit of a raised and thicker section in the middle. And once I've got it molded to the exact shape that I like, I'm going to apply that right where I applied the Spirit Gum a little bit earlier, and it's going to stick right on there, really perfect. Here I'm applying more Spirit Gum so I can apply the wax to my forehead. Before you apply the wax, just make sure the Spirit Gum gets a little bit tacky because it's a pretty liquid consistency. With the blunt end of a pretty small brush, apply a little bit of Vaseline just so it doesn't pull out the wax, and you're just going to kind of roll some holes into the wax. These are going to be the holes that we end up placing the maggots in a little bit later. This might be the point where some people may be able to watch this video and some may not, because some people have a fear of a lot of little holes clustered together, and it's called trypophobia. So if you know anyone who's scared of this, this might be a Halloween costume that you might want to stay away from them. Taking my Makeup Forever Flash palette, I'm going to be mixing the black and the white in equal parts to create a gray, and that's going to be pretty much my skin color or flesh color for this look. And I'm pretty much just going to apply it all over the liquid latex, all over the wax, and bring it down kind of near my chin. I'm not necessarily going to bring it down to my neck because I'm going to be applying some gauze later, and that'll be covered up, so there's no need to really waste the paint. Next, I'm taking this sharp tool. You can take a toothpick or pretty much whatever you have, and pulling at the liquid latex so I can tear some holes into it. This is going to create the illusion of broken skin, and it's going to look really, really cool later on. So have fun with it, tear the holes wherever you kind of want them, all over your face, and just be sure that you're careful with whatever tool you use, and make sure not to poke yourself because the latex does stick on pretty good, so you're going to need a tool that really gets into it and be able to pull it. I'm adding a little bit more black paint to the color that I have all over my face, and we're going to be applying this color inside of the holes. What this does is kind of create a shadow and kind of makes the holes look like they're a little bit deeper in our skin and creates that really cool illusion. Also going to be taking that same paint that we used inside the holes and kind of just filling in my eyebrows. Not neat or anything, but just making sure they're there, I guess. And yeah, it's just kind of make them raggedy, you know. Now taking a small paintbrush and dipping back into the black of my flash palette, I'm going to be applying a little bit of black paint around the edges of the holes. What this is going to do is really create that shadow effect so the holes look like they're deep in your skin. I'm taking a textured sponge and dipping that into some black paint, and I'll be dotting that all over my face to create a really dirty, grungy look, because you know what? Mummies were never clean looking. So you kind of want that dirty, disgusting, you know, fresh out of the grave look. Taking a small pointed brush and more of the black paint, I will be filling in the holes that I made in the wax. This is just going to further create the illusion of shadow and make it look like the holes are really going deep into our skin. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of more detail with the rest of the black and dark bluish gray paint around the edges of the wax to make it look like it's lifted off of our head and give it more of that really blunt contusion look, like we really got smacked. I'm also going to be dotting some more of that black with the sponge just to create, you know, that more dirty, grungy looks, but have fun with it, you know, work with it until you're pretty happy with how it looks. I'm now taking a black kohl liner and I'll be lining my waterline with it to kind of just tie the look together. I decided later on to add a little bit darker gray paint to my under eyes to kind of give me that tired, I haven't slept in a while look. And so far, this is what we're working with, guys. I'm taking some gauze that I soaked in some tea earlier just because the stark white look was not going to go with this look and I wanted a dingier, kind of dirtier color. And wrap it around your face. There's really no method to this. I do want my hair to stick out just to give it a messier look and not so neat. Wrap it around your face wherever you see fit, just do it. So I'm going to take a safety pin right now and I'm going to safety pin the end of the gauze to itself just so it stays in place and isn't falling off, especially if you're going to wear this look out. I'm taking a little bit more of that gray paint and just filling in any areas that I missed earlier and kind of going into my hairline just so it all meshes together and none of my skin is showing through. Also take some of that gray paint and apply it all over the gauze just to kind of give it a more cohesive look and add a little bit more dimension and dirty look to your wrapping. I'm going to take some Blood FX, which is my favorite coagulated blood. You can pretty much get this online if you search it on Amazon or at your local Halloween store. And it's a nice little consistency as you see here. And taking a small paintbrush, I'm going to be applying that inside of the holes on the wax just to make it look like they're bleeding and just make it look a lot more disgusting. I'm also going to be applying some more of that blood to my lips just to make it look like I'm bleeding from the mouth, and I'm also going to be applying it inside the larger holes that I tore into the liquid latex. Here's where the fun happens. Taking some eyelash glue and some pieces of rice, I'm sticking them inside the holes, and the rice is going to act as a maggot. I'm now going to be mixing some brown, yellow, and white paint to get the perfect maggot color and just painting that over the maggots so they're a lot more prominent and visible. I'm going to be taking some Squirt Blood by Mehron, and I'm just going to be applying that and squeezing it into the gauze so it looks like I'm bleeding through. I'm pretty much going to be applying it anywhere I kind of want myself to look like I'm bleeding, whether it's inside the holes in the latex, from my mouth, you know, inside the little holes that I poked in the wax. Just have fun with it and get gross, guys. So yeah guys, this is the finished look. It came out pretty cool, but also pretty freaking disgusting, if I may say so, which I'm proud of. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.